What's up, y'all? Welcome back. This is 70. Vlog 70. Resolutions to reality. Again, I'm about to put on a pair of shoes just to make me feel creative. To make me feel like I'm enjoying my sneakers. Today I'm going to put on some Yeezy 500s. Well, it's the same day. I'm just changing sneakers from the last video because them 5s was... Yeah. So I'm put on these. Hold on, let me take this 20% battery. Let me put these on. Just because I feel like putting on some shoes right now. I just feel like sitting here with some shoes on. Make me feel sophisticated, like I ain't just being a bum. Hit that one with that bum. Got a little paper tore off. It's alright. Shout out to Kanye. These Yeezys is on point for me. They fit on real nice. They look real nice with my Adidas joggers I got on. Kind of tight. I used to think these was like, they say that these are more true to size than the 300s or the 350s, because the 350s run super small. But I'm just putting these on and sit here and talk to y'all. These are kind of comfy, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this bracket. Make me feel good while I kick my feet up. But yeah, so I got my Yeezys on. Feeling like Yeezy. Got the other video. The last video got 12 minutes left, so by the time I get done with this, it should be done. I get the second one bracket. These feel pretty nice. The more I wear 9.5s, the more I start to think I need to wear 10s, because they squeezing me, man. They squeezing me nice. These ain't so bad. I just think they're just stiff because they still new. Oh, sorry, I was getting text messages. The phone said it's got 20% left, so I might have to take out the headphones and put on the charger so we can keep the video going. Probably do that when I get the 10% warning, if I get it during this video. But I wanted to go ahead and get this video going. Just got done eating some pork chops. And again, it's Sunday still. Well, it ain't even Sunday no more. It's Monday now. It's 12:36. So I gotta do Saturday, Sunday videos. And I still got 2 videos left to do. Which ain't too bad, cause I gotta I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, 4 ain't too bad. I mean, this hair right here get on my nerve. I need to get my hair done. That's ridiculous. I look crazy. Where's my hair tie at? I had a hair tie over here. Hair look crazy. But nah, so got some new shoes ordered. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to y'all about the shoes I ordered this weekend, cause man, I spent some bread. Making dumb choices, man. Dumb choices, you know. I'm just really trying to do things that I like to do for myself, because, you know, I only live once and all that, blah, 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 blah. So, these are the 4 that are pending. And the prices that I paid. I got them all resale. So, we'll let you guys decide. So, boom, I got the... Damn it. Let's go back. That's my favorite one. So we got... Finally got to pull the trigger on the Brotherhoods. These are the Brotherhoods. Finally pulled the trigger on the breads 4s from 2019. And I finally pulled the trigger back on the lightnings. And I finally pulled the trigger on the Bordeaux ones. And those are going to mostly be for review purposes until I start wearing them. I'm probably going to start wearing my shoes here soon because I'm just not feeling the Lightning and the Bordeaux are on their way to StockX. The Breads and the Brotherhoods are en route. So, what's the calendar? Let me check the calendar. The 9th. I got the Bordeaux on Wednesday, which I probably talked to y'all about in the video 68. The Lightning's on the 10th, so Thursday, which was 69, was when I got the Lightning. So that was the one thing I did at work, was went ahead and pulled the trigger on the Lightning 4s. And then that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And on Sunday I bought the other two, which was the Brotherhood ones and the Bread 4s. The Bread 4s, when those get here, those are definitely going to heighten my sense of wanting to wear. For two reasons. One, because I'm not going to let those crumble for nothing. I would rather beat the shit out of those than to let them just crumble. And then for two, I paid $570 for those shoes. So definitely not trying to sit on those shoes until somebody else gets to enjoy them, because that's how I feel. Sorry, didn't mean to kick that. That's how I feel about my Oreo 4s, and that's why I got the Lightning 4s back, because it was like the idea of holding a shoe just to resell it and somebody else to really get to enjoy it and wear it and love it for how it looks and feels is just not my thing. Like, I like these shoes way too much to not enjoy them myself. I have way too many not to enjoy myself. So just, even if I just start off by just sitting here and wearing them while I'm recording, you know, that's something. And don't get me wrong, it feels real nice to just put them on and look at them while you're sitting here. But I mean, I don't really care about other people seeing me wear them. I don't really go places for people to really care about what I'm wearing on my feet. But I feel like, you know, I spend a lot of my day and a lot of my life in a place, my job, where everyone is wearing the same stuff, you know, like steel-toe boots, and I wear a jumpsuit, which is like a bodysuit, like a penitentiary bodysuit, and it's just dusty, like, it's just dusty and dirty and all this, that, and the other, and it's not like nothing to like really make you feel any kind of way about yourself. You just feel like you're at work, you know. And like, even when I'm off work, I feel like it's just like a treat to myself to be able to have stuff that make me feel better about how I look and how I feel than to just be dusty all the time. Because a lot of my shoes are like, they would be like the standout part of my outfit. Anything I ever wore would probably start off with my shoes first. They would probably be the loudest part of my outfit, any outfit that I ever wore. But especially the fact that I had like my first collection that I was really like starting to like fall in love with and grow, stolen. The fact that those got stolen kind of resonates with me as far as like wanting to keep them like on the low. But I just feel like something that I heard on TikTok today was, you know, obstacles come because it helps you to see how much something is worth fighting for. And it's hard enough to get out here and make the money to be able to afford these, let alone being able to keep them secured and in your possession. Like, I don't feel like I would have such a huge drive to want shoes as much as I do if my first collection wasn't stolen. Like, I feel like I would just be like, who cares? I still got all these shoes from so long ago that I still like, and I would still have a pretty decent amount of shoes, like, because I was getting up there. But like I told y'all before, the thing about my last collection was none of it was dead stock. All of my collection now is dead stock, and it was purchased that way. I didn't purchase them brand new. I bought them used. I bought them with like very light use on them just because they were cheaper. I would actually go like onto like Facebook Marketplace is really where it started, and like offer up and shit, and just see people who had like the new shoes that had just came out, and it was like wore once or wore twice or something that I could clean, and I would go after those because it was like a cheaper option, and they were still authentic. But then it was like one thing that I'm sure other sneakerheads can relate to that I hated about that was when you put on a brand new pair of shoes the first time, there's like this sinking process of like you can tell like the insole is like flat when you first get it, and then like after you take like your first 2 or 3 steps, you can kind of feel your footprint sinking into that insole from like the weight of your body. And the one thing I didn't like about buying used shoes was feeling other people's footprints in those shoes. Now after time, your footprint would mold into it and it would change a little bit, but you could, every time I would put my foot into a shoe that had already been worn, I would always feel like annoyed by the fact that it wasn't my footprint. Like it didn't fit in there like like you like your feet feel. It felt like someone else's toe pattern was in there already, and it was just like it's like dirty. It's like I don't want to feel someone else's toe or footprint in the bottom of my shoes. And like I've had a lot of my shoes since the middle of last year, and I still haven't even put my own footprint in them. And I mean, that's on purpose because I've really gathered them up for resale purposes. But I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm letting go of that. Like, my close friends are getting into collecting with me, and they're getting nice, decent collections, and they wear theirs. I mean, my friend Ben, who really got me into my last collection, he's catching up with me. I mean, he doesn't have very many right now. I think he has like 4 pair. But, I mean, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long, and we've been like on this trend of everybody, kind of reaches out around release days and ask each other if they're going after stuff, and ask each other, if they have any tips on how to get stuff. I mean, it's more community oriented now. Like, it's not just me by myself trying to do something alone. And I mean, it's also not like I'm spending my last money or money that I don't have because I'm not working on shoes. Now that I'm working, it's just like, investing into a hobby that I want to keep. But it's kind of weird, being like so infatuated with it and then not indulging in wearing them, because like, honestly, I've never been like this before. I've always wore my shoes. I've always felt like a sense of pride about having cooler shoes than most people, and now it's just like I'm perfectly happy with my Crocs and my camo Crocs with the fuzz on this. But it's like those are starting to get a little stinky. Not their fault. I still love them. I'm just saying, like, they're still the best shoes I have comfort wise. It's just like, I want a little more variety in my life right now. I want to start putting outfits together from the shoes that I have, because now that I've got what I would consider my grails. I'm really referring to the bread fours, mainly because like I've never had that pair before, never had those shoes. It is one of my most sought after Jordan silhouettes and colorways I've ever wanted. It is also the most expensive shoe I've ever bought in my life, and I don't want to have that shoe just to hold it for someone else to have later on. Like, I want to enjoy it, and I might double up on it. I might double up on it. Not off the bat, not out the gate. I want to wear it first and then get another pair after I started wearing it because they're not cheap. But that's a shoe that I always keep my eye on. My cement is coming soon. I'm going to get my cement 4 back. That shoe I didn't get first because, for one, I had that shoe before in my last collection, and that was one of the few shoes out of my last collection that I did buy dead stock. But it's also one of the shoes in my last collection that I was kind of leery about whether or not it was authentic. Not that I really questioned it. Not that I really questioned its authenticity because it was a great quality shoe. But I bought it from an African at Walmart, and it was just didn't feel right. I mean, everything else was right about it, like box, price. I mean, I got it back at the year it was released. I think it was $180. I paid $180 for it, and that shoe was selling for $649, which isn't the craziest price I've seen. I think the craziest price of a shoe that I want is the Chicago one from 2015, and it's $2,500. But at the end of the day, I know what the value will be to me. But the cement is definitely still sitting right at the $649. I've been watching this for many days. I was going to get you guys a picture of me in my last pair of cement 4s that I had back in the day, so you guys can see why I have such an infatuation for those shoes. Because, I mean, it's not because of how good it looks on me or nothing like that. It's just because it's a great shoe, one, and because I didn't keep mine for very long. And I really wish I still had them, because it was one of my favorite shoes to wear. And here it is. This was me at my job in my cement 4s. And that was probably one of the only times I actually got to wear that shoe. That shoe was stolen, along with a lot of other shoes. I had here, you can see the Masters on. Those were stolen as well. The French Blues 12s. That last collection was heavily 12 oriented. Like, I was big on 12s. I had the Taxis. I had some low 5s. I mean, I was just getting into it, and things took a turn for the worse because I was telling the wrong people about the things that I had, and I should have been just minding my business. Now, here's a picture that will really blow your guys' mind. So this is my father and me when I was a baby, and if you look closely, I know it's hard to tell because, I mean, it's such an old picture, but I'm actually wearing the Jordan 5s that he bought me. My first pair of shoes were Jordan 5s, the Fire Red 5s. So yeah, that's why. But my dad, he always used to wear the Concord 11s and the Bread 11s. Only 2 shoes I've ever seen him wear. So it was kind of passed down to me to want to be like a sneakerhead, but still don't have the best relationship with my father. Something ironic, here's a picture of me in some Flint 13s that I actually bought from my friend Ban that I was telling you guys about, that I collect. Well, it's starting his collection now. But after that collection was stolen, I kind of just got super negative about Jordans because I wanted to retaliate so bad and just be immature about the situation. And I'm glad now that I've actually, matured past it, because, I can find joy in new shoes instead of trying to get revenge on my family, because it was my own family that stole it. And I know exactly who did it, and it's like, It's really more sad than it is anything else because, like, yeah, it sucks to lose your shoes, but it also sucks to have family that is struggling so bad that they feel like they have to steal from their other family members. And it helps that I wasn't the only one that he stole from, but it doesn't help with, the sadness of the situation. But something that was weird that my mom actually told me today was that she had posted pictures of my kids on her Facebook. And I don't think I follow my mom on Facebook because it's like I don't like to see the stuff she posts because she's just like obnoxious to me. I don't think anybody really wants to see what their parents have to say on social media, but I mean, they're there. I mean, we're friends or whatever. I just don't follow her, so it's like you can't see what they post on a regular basis. But she told me that she posted a picture of my kids and my newest born daughter, and that my father commented on it and said that she was beautiful. And I think that might be an interesting gesture. If nothing else, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm super excited or super happy about the fact that he acknowledges my children and doesn't acknowledge me. I don't really place much blame on him for that because, I kind of understand the situation better as far as, how his and my mom's relationship dynamic was set up, especially now that I'm an adult. But I feel like when she told me, I just said, that's ironic, how ironic that, he would see it and actually have something to say about it because I think life is taking a different kind of toll on him. I was actually just talking to Lacey about him in the car the other day and like how I know he's in his 70s. And that's fucking nuts, man. That's fucking nuts, dude. Like, I don't know why I just put this hat on. But that's fucking nuts, man. Like, I'm 30 and my dad is 70. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Chill. Like, I was in... That just doesn't make any sense. My mom is 60, which... That's kind of old, too. Because you think about it, like, she was 30 when she had me. But she was 30, he was 43. Because they're 13 years apart. And I'm like, damn, dog. You 73. Like, you gotta be having a different view on life at this point because it's like, you're way up at the top of the hill. And it's really fucked up that, like, most times when I think about Buddy, I'm just like, man, I'll be glad when bro croaks because then I ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't gotta worry about running to him at the grocery store. Not that I've ever in my life seen this man in a grocery store or fucking gas station or nothing like that. But my mentality has always been super negative. Like, I'll be glad when Buddy croaks, man, because then I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I ain't gotta worry about seeing him. I ain't gotta worry about dealing with none of that. And then it's like, I'm sure he probably getting to that point where he knows it's coming. Like, I was thinking about, okay, so this fucked up. I don't give a damn. I was thinking about, so I was watching that Earthquake stand-up on, got some Oreo cakesters right there. I was watching that Earthquake stand-up when he got to talk about Cicely Tyson. That's what I was telling Lacey about my dad when I was telling her about. I think I told her about my mom and her saying that. I might not have. I might have forgot. We might have just been talking about it because I was on that side of town. But when he was like, people, black people, Cicely Tyson died at 96, and black people talking about too soon. And I was like, this dude is hilarious. Like, he's like, they talking about, I can't believe it. I could never seen this coming. He's like, I seen it. And then, like, he was like, Buddy was like, I said when she was 86, I said, you better get right with God. You better get your paperwork together. And I was like, yeah, I was joking about that with Lace about my dad. Like, I was thinking in my head, my mom is 60. That means he's 73. I was like, yeah, you better get right with God. Better get your paperwork together. Cause man, I'm like, that's what time it is these days. You know what I mean? Fire. These little motherfuckers right here, fire. I need to quit eating these before my blood pressure have me needing to get right with God and get my paperwork together. Cause boy, too fire. But yeah, irony. But like, I ain't gonna flex. Like, I don't wish death on nobody. I ain't got no grudge against nobody. I know at the end of the day, me having a negative mentality and a negative mind about my life and how it's came up, it's only making me age, making me all wrinkly and dusty, like motherfuckers is out here sour. I ain't got nothing to be sorry about. I'm out here living good, eating Oreo cakes. Only thing I'm trying to fix, the big ass forehead. That's what I'm trying to do. And I ain't fixing it wearing this hat. This hat making it worse. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Something I learned, man. Something y'all need to take heed to, all y'all big forehead men out here. Hats make your damn hairline recede. Quit wearing them. Quit wearing fucking hats, man. Y'all gave hats up long time ago. Another thing that made me give up hats was my dad. But he wear hats like every day. But his top blowed off. Whole top blowed off. I'm trying to let my top get blowed off. I need my top. Don't get me wrong, I got some spots like right here. It ain't trying to be about the right. And then right here, it ain't trying to be about the right. See, my shit really should come like right here. But you know what? At this point in life, man, I done made it to 30, man. I made it to 30 with a full head. You know what I'm saying? I done made it to 30. I ain't got nothing to complain about, man. It really be sad when you see dudes that you grow up with and they start losing in they like late teens, early 20s. It's like, damn, dog. Put that hat back on. but that ain't happened to me, you know what I'm saying? I survived that, you know what I'm saying? So being 30, it's like, not only am I not tripping about rocking a bald head, because a bald head is fresh on me. Like, I'm not hating on no bald head. Like, I'm not about to be over here, oh, I wish I had my hair like a man. Nah, bald head is cool for me. It's one thing I like about bald head is it's like, it's more work than people think. Like, keeping your head slick bald, like shiny bald, it's a lot of work, man. It's every 2 days. And like, that's usually what it's like for a beard and like facial hair maintenance every 2 days, but I don't really keep up with that. Like the beard, you can let that go for a week, 2 weeks. I ain't touch my beard, especially down here, about a week, 2 weeks. But sometimes I be trying to grow this out, so like the whole beard starts down here, and then I don't really have to line it up ever. That's just like the natural. But like, all of this looks better when it's gone. Like, we keep all this clean. But I really just like to keep that nice because, you know what I'm saying, I be driving around Clarksville. When you driving around Clarksville, you want to have a nice look, especially when your license is suspended. Look like you're trying to get your life together. This over here, I usually keep cut down because it's a little ratchet. But you know what I'm saying, I got my license back this weekend, y'all. Got my license back this weekend, so we making stupid progress on these goals. So that means I don't give a fuck about the beard. That means I don't give a fuck about the haircut, because y'all can't do shit. I'm about to start talking mad shit to police. When they pull me over, I'm about to be like, what the fuck you put me over for, man? No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not that kind of person. But I'm definitely not gonna be doing that Kunta shit that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Lately, I've been like, oh, yeah, yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I think my license ain't right, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I be on that bullshit because I know my shit fucked up and I'll be trying to play dumb. It's the best thing to do when you fucked up, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and get the next video started because I gotta get 2 more done, man. And I appreciate y'all for coming and tuning in. Thanks again for watching. It's been up another episode of Resolutions to Reality, episode 70. As always, thanks for watching, like and subscribing. Adios.